Alright, welcome back campaigners. This is David, aka Faramir4731. Wanted to bring you a short little tutorial on how to start out your Prussia campaign. So, with the levels of difficulty set at hard and hard, let's go ahead and start this. This will be real quick. Okay, so starting off as Prussia, of course, you're going to be split up between East Prussia and Brandenburg. And there's a couple things you're going to need to get set up with first before you do anything. Number one, get your gentlemen, get them researching. And what to research? Start off with your economy. Empiricism. The reason you want to do that is you're going to give yourself a 5% increase to your technology rate. Also, you're going to gain 1 per turn wealth per town, and that just increases every turn. You get +1 for every town in your regions, okay? And then you also are able to build colleges, which you already have access to. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check out your government. You're going to want to get your ministers, and you're going to want to switch some stuff around here. Simply because you want the best ministers possible. So we're going to switch some guys around, see if we can get somebody a little bit better in a position than what they're in. Obviously this guy is going to stay where he's at with the growth he's getting, but we want to get rid of some of these guys so we can get some better people here, so when we do recruit some Navy, you have somebody in there that knows what the heck they're doing. We're going to end up with them. And I cleared out these guys so we have some new guys coming in as candidates we can use. Of course, this government type is absolute monarchy, so you're able to switch your guys around. If you have a republic or a constitutional monarchy, you have to actually kick them, and then they come out of not your candidates. But let's go on. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you got $8,000 to spend. How should you spend it? What I typically do is you're going to want to build up the things that are most important to you. You need an opera house, obviously. Infrastructure is going to be hugely important for you. So we're going to get those in both of those regions. Next thing is we're going to want to destroy this because we're going to build another college here. So that's why we're going to destroy it on turn 1. Also, this will give you quite a bit of income in this region, and this is the last one you can do without causing negative effects. So we're going to get that built, and also the peasant farm, and that will leave you 750 here, and that will do it. You're setting with $950, and you can start recruiting some men in Brandenburg, which we will recruit him right there. And that gets you set off with your spendings. Now, the reason I am going to recruit somebody here on first turn, it will increase our expenses. That is a negative. Your expenses are going to now go up to 280. And you can see here that your your national summary, you want to balance your tax income versus your army upkeep. Okay, so you always want to make sure this is higher than your army upkeep. Your naval income should, naval upkeep should always be balanced against tax income. So we don't have a lot of trade income coming. I'm sorry, I messed that all up. Okay, you're going to want to take your naval upkeep and balance that versus your trade income. And we don't have a whole lot of trade coming in yet as Prussia. So we'll have to look at that. Now you do get 3,000 in other income, and that's just extra gravy on what you're making. Okay, so next thing up on the agenda is we're going to want to see if we can get some trades set up so we can make some more money. Whoops, and we're going to do that with Maratha, who will give us a trade agreement, and possibly Great Britain. You'll be at war with them pretty soon, so maybe the Ottomans are an okay option. So let's take a look at that. They do give us a trade agreement. Also, they have a technology you might want, which is canister shot, and we'll see if we can trade for that. They are not interested in that at the moment, but what we're going to do is, okay, and lastly, you have Saxony as a border partner, so you can trade with them as well. They want money for that. We're not going to do that. We're going to give them military access for 5 turns instead, and that is that. It's in the books. Now that brings our income up to 56.57. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a look at your Protestant missionary, and where should you set him? You have 79% Protestantism in East Prussia. You can obviously leave them there, or you can move them over here to West Prussia to piss those people off. Right now, we want these people as happy as possible because we are going to build a college here. So we will leave them in East Prussia, and then we will move him onto West Prussia after that. Okay, so as we do our intern, we can see that the Poland and Lithuania is going to offer us a military alliance. They're even going to give us $600. Now this is actually an alliance that I am going to want, because obviously I don't want to go to war with both Austria and Poland. Okay, so after the intern, you now are sitting with 64.65 in income. Let's take a look at our ministers, see if we got anybody better. So we got this guy, is not really that great. So we're going to leave our ministers as is. Let's take a look at our buildings. We're going to want to go ahead and spend our money first on this school because we want that advancing along as quick as possible so we can obviously get our money, our technology done as quickly as possible. So next turn we'll have another amount of money where we can do the Imperial Palace, and that's what we're going to do on the following turn. The thing I forgot to do last turn is we will get the spy over here. We want to see what the Austrians are doing, so we're going to position ourselves here. Okay, so we still have 49.65 to spend. We're going to spend that on recruiting some more line infantry, and we're going to recruit quite a bit because we're going to declare war on Austria here pretty quick. We don't want them building up too much, and obviously they will come after us if we leave them too idle for too long. Okay, so now that the intern is done, we have our empiricism is now researched. So there's one thing we're going to want to do now that that's done. We're going to go straight over here to the Ottomans. Go to technologies. We want that canister shot pretty bad, so we're going to give them plug bayonet and empiricism, and that for canister shot. They're going to take it. Now we have canister shot, the most important early game technology for your military. And now we can go ahead and also go ahead and start our Imperial Palace. It's also another very important early step, and you're getting that started on fairly quickly. This is just the third turn, so this is going to be huge for you. A 15% tax bonus for your region, which is a very very strong region, is Brandenburg for economy. And now you have 1,000 left to spend. You can either now at this point decide to attack now that you have a large enough army. You can split them up, maybe taking your artillery and 6th line and march them on to take on the Austrians. That should be way more than enough to defeat them. They don't have plug bayonet yet, or you can wait till the following turn, but you should be able to get over here and besiege it. We'll just try it. And we are not going to call our ally. We don't want to lose them. This will probably put us at war with a few other people. It does, so that is fine. Great Britain we're at war with now, which is fine. So next turn we'll be able to take them on. They'll probably attack us, which is fine because you can set up your canister to shoot them down, and you can see they don't really have a whole lot of line infantry to come at you, so it should be a really easy win, just setting up and waiting for them to attack you. okay. Your income, you're still making 45.19 even with all the new recruits that you just made. So I think this should put you on a good track to starting your campaign off without going into too great detail. If you do want to see a little bit more detail in a campaign, I did a campaign for Prussia quite a while back ago. You can check in my in the description. I'll leave a link to that, and you can follow along with that campaign. Um, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this and it was helpful to you, hit that subscribe button. I do, and I will be putting out more tutorials uh, as well as other content. So please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button, notifications. You know the jazz. You know the spiel. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks again, guys.